Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is a thoughts post. I know I haven't done a thoughts video in quite some time, but I figured that I should bring it back. Just in case you don't know what that is, it's basically a video where I talk about certain TV shows or current events or just random things that are going on in the nation or abroad. And, we get down in the comment section and we discuss it a little bit further. So anyway, today's topics are going to be about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Real Housewives of Potomac, their actual reunion. The part 1 came on Sunday for that. I'm gonna get into that last. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta came on Sunday night as well, and I'm not understanding people's fascination with LaToya. My friend lives for her. And I mean, she used to tell me, I don't know what it is, I'm so obsessed. And she was like on their YouTube channel. So I was confused when she all of a sudden was going to be on here. And my friend had been like following her on YouTube for years upon years, at least 3 to 5. They were making good YouTube money. And she's separated from her husband and or is getting a divorce from her husband. And I already knew about this before this show came out because my friend will tell me about all the comings and goings of this family. And then she pays very, very close attention to people. So back when a lot of stuff started really popping off as of late, like the most recent time, because apparently, some stuff popped off before and it looked like they weren't going to be together. But then whenever the most recent time was, sometime this year or late last year, she noticed that the husband wasn't around in the videos, and it was just uploads to, I think she said, the kids' channels. And, it was like, she was just like, I don't know what's going on. I think they ain't together no more. What in the world's going on? And I was just like, okay. And it's like, I tried to get into it, but I don't know. And I mean, I'm into all sorts of different people that I've subscribed to, no matter what it is. It could be mukbangs. It could be just people who do recap reviews like I do. It could be people who just literally just talk about the most random things. It could be about hair. It could be about nails. It could be about art. It could be about food. It could be about anything, and I might be into it. But anyway, I just didn't understand the fascination. So I've been watching. This is what, the second episode that came on. I'm just not. It seems like she's super extra, and I'm like, why? Oh gosh, Kenya. I just wish that she would just go on ahead and divorce her husband. It seemed like she was trying to make it seem like, oh, well, we're working things out for the storyline. And I'm just like, girl, that man don't never be nowhere near you unless the child is involved. And I'm just like, do what you gotta do. If you know that you want to be the custodial parent, you're going to be the main person, or you have been being the main person who has the child, do that. Set up visitation, do all of that, get your divorce. I don't understand what's so hard. And I mean, they've already told her that because of certain things that she purchased and put her own money into before they got married, that he would have no say to it. He would not be able to have anything to do with that. So I'm like, okay, there's nothing financial really that you have to worry about. And I mean, I understand everything happened with this virus and all of that because y'all know he's a restaurateur or whatever. And so I'm like, well, they have given money to a lot of these business owners to be able to pay their employees and still keep their businesses somewhat, afloat. But I don't know. I don't think she really has a dog in that fight as far as having to really worry about her money like that. I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong, but like we've already seen, the lawyer already said that he ain't gonna be able to really do nothing. Oh, Candy. They ain't really been showing nothing about Candy except her daughter graduating from high school and the baby Blaze every now and again. Because of this virus, they were only allowed to have 2 people per person to be able to come to the graduation. And, you know, this has, you know, been pretty much all over the United States or whatever. So, I mean, her grandmama, Mama Joyce, was able to go, and Candy went. So, yeah. We already know that Riley has been or was in school. So, it is what it is. The storyline seems to be Candy wanting Riley yet again to allow her father to be in her life. And it's like, she 18, 19, 20 years old, and he still don't want to be there. It's like, he has beef with Candy because Candy, despite all the money that she has, she is still seeking child support. And I'm like, it is what it is. Don't worry about what she got. It's not the fact that she needed. It could be a simple situation like with one of my exes. My ex that is from Huntsville, Alabama. His daddy would pay his mama child support. Now, we were in college. My ex is 2 years older than me. So imagine me being 18 years old and my ex is getting a whole check sent from his mama, from his daddy, which was child support. It could be as simple as that. She's going to school. Candy's going to be fitting the bill, basically. And I'm just like, that's extra money that could be used for that. And her expenses, because she's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, living in New York, or has already started. Well, you know, all the stuff that's going on with this virus, ain't no telling if they have been able to go a little bit and then they let them out or what. I have no idea. But yeah, Candy already said that she was going to be paying for college. And, you know, we kind of got a preview, and they're going to make it seem like he needs to give that money to her. And I'm like, well, I mean, it is what it is. You have been the one raising her by yourself. So I hear you. And it's not even about the fact that she don't need the money because she has all this money. It is the fact that it is their child that she's been raising. He needs to contribute. He needs to do something. He got other kids. Apparently he got other kids out here that he be doing everything, going above and beyond for. He ain't doing nothing for her. He don't make an effort. And I hate when people sit up there and be like, well, I'm your mama, or I'm your daddy. You need to reach out to me. You the parent. You need to make things right. I don't like that. And that, like, one of my friends, her daddy was trifling like that and still is trifling. And I had to just let her do what she was gonna do because she took a flight. She made, you know, the first step yet again. And she went down there to see him and did all this. I was like, why are you going to see him? And like, she basically went off on me. And I was like, you know what? Let me just shut up. I had to just tell myself to just shut on up and just let her see what it's going to be, because it's the same thing. He going to be the same trash that he's been being. And I hate that because I'm a daddy's girl and I don't understand anybody, whether it is a man or a woman, how you sit up there and don't do nothing for your child and don't have any interaction with your child, and you demand all this respect. And you think that they need to go above and beyond to set it off for you when you ain't never set it off for them. Like with her situation, I've already told y'all about this before. Her mama had cancer. She died a couple of weeks after she graduated from high school. And she was like really close to her mama. Her daddy ain't never did nothing for her. He had kids with other people, and other heifers that he was with already had kids. He was setting it off for them, wouldn't do nothing for her, and she struggled. So they at the funeral, he told me, oh, I know I ain't never been there for you, but I'm there for you now. And he ain't never been there. And I just don't like stuff like that. That destroys my nerves. I don't understand. My daddy has always been happy. He has been happy-go-lucky and crazy over me and my sister. Now, my brother's a different story because he's hard-headed, but it is what it is. Because, you know, most dudes think that the boys are just the be-all, end-all, but nah, my daddy lived for us. So anyway, I digress. I'm sorry. Stuff like that just disturbs me. So don't sit up here and try to be like, well, you got all this money, Candy. You don't need this. It ain't about her. It's about your child. Anyway, Cynthia, y'all already know that she is in her feelings and she wants to get married. And she wants it to be on the date that she wants it to be on. Anybody who is anybody, I'm talking about people who don't even watch this show, have somehow seen pictures from her wedding. And I mean, it was so glamorous. I was like, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, if I could have been a fly on the wall. She was gorgeous. It looked like it was amazing. I just probably wouldn't have went. Like, if I was a part of the who's who and all that, I probably wouldn't have gone, because that, I feel like that was a super spreader, as they call it, because a lot of people were there. I think that they ended up breaking code violations because there were way more people there was supposed to be. Y'all already know, because of this virus going on, a lot of places have been like, nah, you can't be having gatherings over this amount. So yeah, but everything is basically leading up to the wedding. We haven't gotten to that. We haven't gotten to the strippers and all that stuff yet that we've seen in the blogs. Who else, y'all? Drew Sidora is on here. Now, when I watched the game and I saw her on there, it was crazy because she actually brought that up, where a lot of people, actually know her from, is when she played herself on the game as a side chick. But still playing, literally playing herself because she sings and all this other stuff. I don't know. Like, I'm still trying to figure her out, but her marriage is just, woo, child. I was just like, wait a minute. Like, when they first introduced them, and they showed the husband, and then her mama's there because, like, she had surgery on her foot, her ankle or something. And so her mama was there, and she kind of got caught because COVID happened. And, well, her mama and her husband don't get along at all. And they be, like, basically cussing each other out, going off on each other. And I think her mama's a pastor or something. Like, I don't know. I just can't. Like, one minute they showed, like, the picture perfect relationship. Then all of a sudden, somebody was like, yeah, they don't get along very well. And then they showed, like, behind the scenes of them going off on each other. I was like, what? Y'all, I can't. I don't know what is going on, but it looked like almost everybody need to get divorced and just start all over again, or just be alone for the rest of their lives. I can't. Y'all, the episode that came on Sunday night, they showed Drew Sidora eating with her husband. And apparently he left the house for like 3-4 days, didn't tell nobody nothing, didn't know where he was going. I was like, where we doing this at? Because they have kids. Like, they have small kids. She had one child from a previous relationship, but their children are young. I'm not understanding who sits up there, especially during a pandemic, and you just leaving and going somewhere. Of course, he went somewhere where he had no business going. He went to Florida. Why? I don't care if it was Tampa or not. What? Why? Talking about, I went to a beach. Like, she had to pull teeth just to understand it, to figure out where exactly he went. Y'all, I ain't got time. I don't have time. Like, get divorced. Like, this, it was infuriating just to even try to watch them and follow what they were saying, because it was like, this is ridiculous. Like, the stuff y'all arguing about, like, he's like a tech guy or whatever, and while he was gone, he had cameras all around the house on all of them, so he was watching them, but nobody knew where he was. I'm just like, bro, I ain't got time for none of this foolishness. Oh my gosh, Marlo being Marlo as usual, y'all. I'm sorry, it's just too much. Oh my gosh, who am I leaving out? I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. I already said Kenya. I already said, Portia. So Portia, they were showing what happened months ago with everything with Breonna Taylor and how she's been out here in these streets. She has been flying all over the place while this virus is out here and killing folks, and protesting, got locked up. Oh, Lord, there's a lot going on. I mean, I'm glad that she is and has done what she's done, and especially upgraded from that year when she thought the Underground Railroad, what she said about the Underground Railroad, y'all, when I tell y'all, I was just like, see, this is why people think black people are dumb. This is why people think this is why other people who are not black think that all black people are dumb. Like, I was so done with her. But anyway, y'all know she she had or has the virus. But yeah, she, got released, and she actually met up with Breonna Taylor's mother and all that stuff. Like, a lot of protesting happened. Tear gas was out and, thrown out there to people and all that, y'all. The most was going down. I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. Let me make sure I'm not leaving nobody out. Cause I feel like it might be one more person, because I ain't really got nothing to say about, LaToya yet, but we gonna see. I hope I'm not missing out on nobody, because Nene ain't here. Eva's not on here. I feel like I'm missing out on somebody. Okay, Portia, Kenya, Cynthia, Eva's not there. Portia has been rumored to be coming back. I think that's everybody. All right, y'all. So anyway, let's move right on along to the Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all, I'm going to go one by one, person by person. And when I tell y'all, I've had this conversation with other people who, like, you know, they found out that I watched the show and they got their entire life. It was like, you were saying exactly how I feel. And I don't know if y'all going to agree with some of the things I have to say, but let's get into it. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to start with Wendy. Wendy, girl, we understand that you have 4 degrees. Amen, hallelujah for you. But from what I can gather, you did this for your mama. You ain't even happy that you got all these degrees. You only like to bring it up as a point of reference when trying to brag about something. It's not trying to make it seem like, oh, well, I have a degree in this. Let me, enlighten you on this. It's always as something where you trying to talk down to somebody and I ain't here for it. Like, girl, bye. And like I have told people the entire season, until they would put her on the screen, I would legit forget that she was even on here. I really wouldn't. And it's not a slight to her. I don't know what it is. It was just, I just feel like if she just were to disappear, I wouldn't even think of it. And somebody would have to be like, oh, well, what happened? Did you see Wendy this episode? I'd be like, oh, dang, I forgot she was on the show. But yeah, her and her degrees, girl, bye. Just like, stop. Don't try to make it seem like everybody hating on you or trying to be mad at you because you got degrees. That is not it. You just always got to you literally brought that up at every single turn. And it's like, girl, ma'am, we understand. Like, stop. Y'all, okay, so I'm trying to find, because some people was getting their entire life. I didn't think nobody was going to care about what I said. But people was really getting their life. But yeah, Wendy need to go somewhere and sit down. Girl, bye. Didn't nobody care about all that. You was doing the absolute most. I want to see who else I want to talk about and kind of progress. I don't know where it went because I was going, okay, this might be it. Oh, okay. Like I was just saying about Wendy, it's like, you did this for your mama. This is the only reason why you did this. And you're not even happy. Like, there are a lot of people who are proud of their degrees, like really went out there. They said to themselves, I want to get a degree in this and I want to get a degree in that. If you want to have multiple degrees, that's fine. But you legit did all this for your mama. Just for her to have bragging rights and all this back home. Like, girl, bye. Like, just stop. Robin need to go somewhere and sit down and just shut up. Because at this point, where you coming from out of nowhere? It's like you all of a sudden want to have a backbone. Like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Go tend to your man who always cheated. That man cheated on you day in and day out. And you sat up there and prayed to God that one day y'all would get married again, because apparently you don't know how to go and try to find love elsewhere. And you feel, there are some women out here who really feel like, oh, well, I had kids with this person, so I think I need to just be with them. That's the only person I need to be with. Why? They out here fighting and bopping and busting it wide open. And you over here getting old, toe down, wrinkled and everything else and not living your life. All because you want to be like, well, I was with my man who I had these kids by. Anyway, girl, get somewhere and sit down. It's sad. It's sad that you sat up here and you basically prayed to be back with this man again. And you could tell, like, over the seasons that it turned from a, girl, I ain't trying to talk to you like that. This is out of convenience that we living together. And then, she would kind of like be like, what do you think about us getting married? What do you think about us getting married? And then he was like, well, dang, I might as well go ahead and marry her. She done took all this other crap from me. Might as well. Like, go somewhere and sit down. Giselle know good and well how Jamal gets down. She know what it is. She know what it's hidden for. I don't know why she's trying to act like she don't know what nobody talking about. That's why I was glad when Monique pulled out the receipt book. Come on, receipt binder. Come on, binder. But anyway, I'm just like, girl, you know what he's up to all of the time. You know what it is. You know what it is. So stop trying to act like you don't know what people talking about. Yes, we're together. Girl, bye. No, you not. If you really are with him, you're with him for a check. You trying to hang on to that mega church check. The kids are still young enough to where you are getting child support, I am pretty sure. Because if you were not on this show, you would be heavily relying upon that. Your businesses aren't flourishing at all. All things have stopped with your businesses. So you have no money coming in outside of his pockets from the church and the checks that they cut you for being on this show. Let's just be real about it. So just stop. Like, and I mean, I don't know if y'all know Kendall. He can't, well, I don't understand. I was at work hollering. I was like, I'm about to get fired up in here. Like, he will, y'all, I don't know if y'all know him, but anyway, he'll like watch certain shows and like his reaction. I'm talking about sometimes it could be as simple as him laughing. Like, I'm just like, you died laughing at the same time that I died laughing at this foolishness that we watching. Like, he is a whole mood. But anyway, everybody tired. We all know it's for a check. The kids ain't here for him. They own daddy ain't here for him. They look just like their daddy and they ain't here for him. They probably mad they look like him. Like, it's like, I'd be tired. I'd be embarrassed if they was my parents. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, I'm just like, you are willing to be a fool for him. He apparently he got a whole nother baby out here. He got 6, 7, 8, 9 babies out here. He's still having babies on you. So how are y'all together? How, Sway? Explain. Anyway, Ashley straddles the fence. And at one point in time, I was like all the way here for Ashley because it seemed like she was kind of finding her footing and finding her voice. But it's like now she's just like, When it comes to the ladies, she straddles the fence instead of just being absolute, I'm on this side or I'm on this side. And my thing is, you don't always have to be on a side per se, but like she always straddles the fence. Or one day she on this side, or the other day, or the next day she's on another side. It's just like, girl, which is it gonna be? And you just sat up here and got pregnant again by Michael, which, you know, a lot of us already knew because of social media and leaks. And, you know, that's why as I've already said before, I hate how reality TV and a lot of shows are now, because the way it used to be, we would not know nothing, because these people who were on these TV shows, they would have them locked up in hotels and in their house, and they would have people going and getting food and necessities and all that stuff for them, to where we would not be able to see, oh, they're no longer with their husband anymore, they're with this person. Or, oh, they've done this to their hair. Oh, they've gained weight. Oh, we would not know nothing about what they had going on because they were locked away. Like, for real. I used to love that. Like, it would be a genuine surprise. Like, nowadays, a lot of times, I will just turn on a show. I already know what it is. And I'm like, I hope they're going to come up with something new, or tell us about something that hasn't already been told to us by the Shade Room and everybody else. Because why? Anyway, I'm just not understanding why she loves to be a glutton for punishment. It just seems like that's what it is for Ashley. Because it's like, girl, at this point, you sat up here, you had 2 kids for him. I don't know if the other one that came out yet, but you got 2 kids by this man. Get that alimony and get that child support and get on about your business. Invest wisely and let that money flow. It's 2 o'clock. And we're still growing. I can't get enough of your loving now. Y'all, I'm sorry. That flowing part. Keep it flowing, baby. Y'all know that song? Oh my gosh. Anyway. I ain't heard that song in a good little while. I love that song. But anyway. Excuse me. But girl, get that child support, that alimony, and get somewhere and sit down. I'm sorry. He is nowhere near enough. He ain't nobody to where you need to sit up here and be embarrassed from season to season. That is stupid. I like Karen. Karen has her moments. She really does. And I just be like, girl, all right now. And it's like, I can know something is like a blatant lie, or it's like, girl, you are backpedaling. Backpedaling something terrible, girl. Why you gotta backpedal? Stand on what you said. But anyway, but I love her. The Grand Dame is everything. I like her. I really love her. My issue with her is the fact that she is the only one trying to salvage her marriage. It's like, girl, give up. Like, you have been trying for years to salvage your marriage. Ray, I feel as though his, what's the word? I feel as though his, thank you to her for soldiering up was very, very fake and forced. And I'm just like, I'm telling you, if that had been me and I was out here like that and I end up getting caught up like that and my significant other set it off for me like that, you would not have to be anywhere. I don't care if you were famous or not, TV famous, any of that. Nobody would have to get me in a room and tell me to tell you thank you. Like, what you mean? I would be showing you. And it's not necessarily all about sex and all that stuff with my spouse. I'm just saying, I would be showing this person how thankful I am for them being in my life and for them doing that, because that was a whole lot of money for her to come up off of from her businesses. Now, has she not decided, oh, I want to go out here and do these things for myself? My kids are gone and grown. Let me do this for myself. He would have been looking crazy. He might have been going to jail. Ain't no telling what could have happened. But I'm just like, girl, please move on with your life. You still have, I feel as though Karen still has a lot of good years left. I honestly feel, and this is not a read, I feel like Ray don't even be knowing what's going on most of the time. He don't even be knowing where he at most of the time. And I just be like, sir, no. And like I said, I hate how she's the only one who seems to be fighting for their marriage. That is not how it's supposed to go. Y'all both are supposed to fight for it. Like, nah. So yeah. Candace is trash. I've said this before, but yeah, Candace is trash. And in all honesty, she get it from her mama. She get it honest. I mean, it is what it is. Tell me I'm wrong. Show me how I'm wrong. Where the receipt book at? She get it honest from her mama. She gets it honest. And I'm just like, girl, this woe, y'all, she kills me. Y'all, people were dying the other day when I brought this up. Y'all, she could be literally talking and literally just sat down somewhere she ain't never been before or whatever. And then like, oh yeah, I was on the internet and, girl, the pre-folded napkins, the pre-folded paper towels, and the pre-folded tissues, they gotta stop. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's like, girl, you be on cue with the pre-folded stuff to dry tears that ain't even falling. I just be like, what is going on? Like, I really feel like she be thinking that she's in some sort of a casting session, and she'll just be like, with the pre-folded napkins. I just be like, stop it. But anyway, y'all, she disturbs my nerves. And like I said, like I keep saying, I know it's like beating a dead horse. This heifer is her mama. It is her mama. She is her mama. She get it from her mama. And it's like, you can't be mad. It is what it is. My thing is, no, I don't condone violence, but she has tried just about everybody in this cast. Just about everybody in this cast, she has tried, threatened, like, and it's like, you're going to keep poking the bear. And then now you want to be mad that it attacked. Oh, okay. That don't make no sense to me, but all right. And last but not least, Monique. Monique is one of my favorites. I like how she is usually no nonsense, and she is like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, if you want to try me, you can see where it's gonna land you. Like, now she does have her moments where she'll, kind of backpedal or whatever, but I'd be like, girl, okay. Or she'll kind of make it seem like, I don't know what you're talking about, girl. Like, why are you doing that? But anyway, I just feel like a lot of the ladies are jealous of her and everything that she has, meaning she has a husband who lives for her and her children. And, he has all this money, which means they have all that money. And, she has a lot going on. And, it has been successful thus far. If something is going on, that's the opposite. We ain't heard about it yet, but I feel like everybody jealous and mad, and it is what it is. And it's like, hey, and I'm sorry, I feel like Candace got what she asked for. It's like you asked for it, you kept asking for it, so why you want to act like you so traumatized now? Like, what is going on? Anyway, y'all, that was my recap review on all them heifers on those shows. Anyway, I might come back later on. I hope y'all have a good one, and I will bug y'all later. Bye.